Hello and welcome. My name's Phoenix Ryan. This little cutie is Oreo. And welcome to Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston's The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I'm playing this as part of Steamfest's turn-based RPG celebration. There's a lot of turn-based RPGs to get through. I'm going to try and play as many of them as I can. And yeah, I'm starting with this one. This actually came out a number of years ago. And as a side note, I've actually met Ian Livingston. He's a very nice guy. I met him at a convention when he was promoting another one of his games at the time. He was taking a lot of his old tabletop IPs and kind of remodernizing them onto the PC, and I thought that was a cool project. Let's get started. Looks like there's another mode to this, so we'll start with the story mode. Greetings, player. Welcome to the world of Titan, in particular the most notorious of all lands, Alanzia. I am Oriana, the Keeper of Souls, your guide and your game master of sorts. Many adventurers have entered Firetop Mountain over the last 30 or so years. Voracious readers have wandered the many passages, battling the monsters within and negotiating the many traps, only then to take on the might of Zagor, the Warlock. With skill, stamina, and luck, they have all chosen their many paths and rolled their fate. Many of these brave young adventurers have perished in the darkness, their souls, and even now lie unclaimed. You appear to be the next brave soul to take on the mountain, and all it contains. To do this, you'll need to choose an Alanzian hero to take into the mountain. Don't get too comfortable with your choice, however, as the ways are treacherous, and it is doubtful that you will survive. Only by bringing me the souls of the fallen may you be blessed with new heroes over time, each with their own quests within Zagor's domain. Select your hero. Okay, so we have a choice of not the guy in the hat at the back. Oh, some adventurers carry rope around with them, and some choose not to. When resting, you feel much better if you have a bite to eat too. New heroes will be arriving in Anvil over the coming months. Keep an eye out for them. Make use of the mountain map by scrolling around. Okay, so we have a choice between... Wait, what's next group? Lunica Icardi. Okay. Lunica is a keen explorer, especially of the bustling cities that she had previously thought were only legend. Every new person, place, or object she encounters is thoroughly questioned, explored, or examined before she rushes on to the next exciting discovery. Her endless enthusiasm can be tiring for adventuring camping. I just heard that baby, that baby cry. I've heard that before. She tends to keep a memento from each new location she visits, keeping them in her pack or in hanging fur armor. She has keen eyes. She notes things that would normally be unseen or ignored as great speed, agility, and precision. Huh. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. She likes to hit things on the left. Okay. Soldier for hire. Okay. Dexterous, keen eye. Okay. So he's kind of more of the same. Educated and lucky. Ooh. Lucky is nice. What's this guy? Ooh. Reading is not your strong suit. Terrifying appearance. I'm gonna go with the spear woman. Alright? I'm gonna just go with the spear woman. Take Lunica Icardi into the mountain. This will erase any current playthrough. Well, there isn't one, so let's go. You've chosen Lunica Icardi, a wise choice for your first game, player. Before entering the mountain, I want you to visit the one-armed swordmaster of Anvil, Lin Wen-Sai. He will teach you the basics of combat, which you will need to know if your hero is to survive Zagor's domain. Alright. During your adventures, you will encounter many different foes, magical and monstrous, brigand and beast. There will be an assortment of creatures lurking within Firetop Mountain, eager to bring your adventure to a premature end. But let us learn to walk before we start running, shall we? Lin Wen-Sai wants you to fight some quintains, which will allow you to experience how combat functions. Fight the quintains! Alright, we'll fight them. Let's go! Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is all played on like a digital board. So during combat, you can choose to move or attack by selecting the space. So it is virtually a digital version of the tabletop game. So if you are familiar with the tabletop game, then you will be familiar with the game. After you select your action, both you and your opponent will play out this move simultaneously. Alright. Move to the side to avoid Quintain's attack. Okay. Ah, you missed! Sometimes it's better to attack where the enemy is likely to move instead of where they currently are. Attack the space in front of the Quintain. Okay, how do I do that? Oh, attack. Ah! If both you and your foe try to attack each other at the same time, you clash. It is then a test of who has the greatest skill, with the loser taking damage. Attack the Quintain and clash, but I only have 9 skill. Yeah. Oh, they only have 2 though. Oh, it's still a dice. Oh, it's still down to the roll of the dice though. So it's skill plus 2 dice. Okay, I'm with that. Your enemies will move and attack in somewhat predictable patterns. Pay attention to when they shake to indicate that they'll be attacking next round. Use your movement and attacks to defeat the Quintain. Okay. Attack. Ah, I missed. Attack. Attack! Attack again! Clashing! Looks like I win! Alright. Fight. Oh, I'm against 2 now. Uh-oh. In addition to basic attacks, your hero has special attacks they can unleash. These powerful attacks can take several turns to recharge, so use them sparingly. Defeat this pair of Quintains. No. Okay. So how do I... Okay. You're going to move forward. Poison strike. Oh. Haha, get poisoned, nerd. Alright, so if I... Oh! A slash. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so we want to move... Nice. Okay, so we could attack there. Ah, yeah. All right, attack there. Boom. Boom. We are learning the ways. We've defeated the Quintains. But let us... Oh, we've already read that. You lost no stamina. You gained 3 souls. Congratulations, you have passed the basic combat training. Just one more thing, player. Whilst on your quest, keep an eye out for the wooden benches like this one. Using them will allow you to restore your stamina. If you run out of stamina, your adventure ends. So be sure to take a rest now and then, and you'll also have some provisions which you can use at any time, but they tend to work best when you're resting at a bench, so keep that in mind. You'll receive 3 resurrection stones at the start of your quest. If your adventurer dies heroically, You can use one stone to bring them back to life. Be warned, though, that your hero will only appear at the last bench that you passed. You'll also lose any souls that you absorb between the seat and the location of their death. This is where I leave you, player. It is time for you to begin your journey. Travel to Firetop Mountain. Hop, 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 hop. There we go. We are hopping to victory. You rest at the base of Firetop Mountain from your 2-day hike. Strange red vegetation spreads across its peak like a blood red stain. This journey is taking you further away from the fishing village of Icard, but your lust for magic, history, and art has led you to Zagor's lair. Research and rumors have brought you here. Due to the promise of unique magical treasures, you mainly seek the Amulet of Ashra, a powerful artifact that offers protection and good fortune to those who keep the memory of the old gods. The amulet was prized by one known as Cosman Min, a master of fire elementals who wanted to use the magical rubies set into the jewelry for some evil arcane acts. You have tracked him to the mountain where he is now in the service of the evil Warlock. Although warned by Anvil's villagers, you fear not the threats of the Warlock's creatures and traps. As you confidently approach the cave entrance, you level your spear, ready for any encounter. Your adventure starts here. Peer into the gloom. Okay. You see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. Hearing faint scurrying to the east, you light your lantern. The dampness of this place reminds me of home. Still, I can almost smell the magic in the air. Old gods protect me as I search for my prized amulet. Step warily into the blackness. You stand in a dark, slimy cave entrance. Approach the fork ahead. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Okay, well, there's a guy there, or I can go that way. Let's kill this dude! Yeah! A little way along the passageway, you come to what is clearly a sentry post. He's asleep. You approach with caution. You can see an orc in leather armor asleep at his post. All the orcs I meet are asleep. That amulet is as good as mine. Carefully approach the sleeping orc. There is no other way through the orc than straight in front of him. You could try and sneak past, or perhaps the direct approach might be better. Wake the orc and find him! There is an angry snort from the orc as he wakes. He grumpily gets up with a start, draws his weapon and snarls at you, ready to fight. Fight the orc guard. Here we go. It's just me versus the orc guard. Alright, I'm gonna poison strike this guy. Wablam! Like clashing. Already? Flash one. Right, okay, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna move to the side. Whee! Okay. I can left slash him. I'm triumphant. You defeated the orc guard. The passageway begins to widen until you enter the cave. However, blocking the cave's exit are two of the ugliest creatures you have ever seen. They have the proportion of dogs, but their hide is rough and scaly. Each beast is chained to the cave wall, secured to their thick brass collars. The two orc hounds begin to snarl and strain at their chains. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough. Should you approach, you will not be able to escape their slavering jaws. I'm not a big fan of dogs, orc hounds especially. You're going to have to deal with them quickly, one way or another, before they attract the attention of an orc patrol, or maybe something even worse. Draw your weapon and do what has to be done. Drawing your weapon, you prepare to engage the orc hounds in combat. However, because they are chained to the walls, their movement is limited. Fight! Okay, so I am going to go here. Then I am going to poison strike. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? No, you didn't. I'm gonna move to here. Oh, he's dead. Oh no. I'm gonna move there. There. Move to the left. I said move to the left. Okay, and I'm gonna left slash. Oh, you absolute donkey. Alright, well, my poison strike is back. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna move here. You, okay, I understand now. If I move, can I not wait? Oh, I see. Okay, if I stand here, poison strike. And then we move. What you gonna do? Ha ha ha. I lost one stamina. No. But we're hippity-hoppeting away, leaving the cave as quickly as you can. You follow the new passageway as it turns north. Ooh. Set against the wall is a wooden bench where you may rest. Well, I may as well... Lair, I would strongly advise sitting on this bench. If you do not, Lunica Ikari will not be able to resurrect at this location if they perish. Well, yeah, okay, I'll do it. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break on your adventure of 3 rooms. Yes, yes. Continue along the passage. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door and hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snorting. Open the door. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress, groaning in the far corner of the room, is a green-skinned orc. He is a stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. He must be the guard for the night watch. I wonder if that box contains anything interesting in trinkets. Is it worth the risk to take a look? Try to steal the box without waking the orc. I don't have the option to just kill the orc. But I want to kill the orc. Alright, I'll steal the box. Carefully, you begin to creep into the sleeping orc's room. I'm going to test my luck. Oh, that's not a good roll. You needed a score of 10 or under, and you rolled a score of 5. Oh, I had to roll a low number. Okay, I didn't know that. You take the box and creep out of the room. With the box in hand, you leave the room and open the box in the passage. Inside you find 4 gold pieces and a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. 4 gold pieces. Nice. You release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. Aww. I want to go inside. Alright, follow the passageway. You arrive at another door. You listen at it, but you hear nothing by opening the door. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table, on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box, and using your keen eye, you can see that it moves every so often. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. Thrust your weapon into the box. Cautiously, you open the box and quickly thrust your weapon within. There is an angry hiss, which is quickly silenced. Looking more closely, you discover that you have skewered some angry snakes, which were trapped inside. There appears to be nothing else inside the box. It must have been a practical joke made by one of the orcs, who decide to continue to head deeper into the orcs' barracks. The tunnel turns eastward and then splits. Then I will turn northward. Further up the passage, on the west wall, you see another wooden door. You listen at the door and hear the worst singing you have ever heard in your life. Investigate the hideous din. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner, and in the far corner, a flight of steps leads out of the chamber. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small orcs with warty skin, dressed in leather armor. Ew. They're drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume that they are very drunk. I think I have a plan to fool these drunken orcs. I'm gonna shout at the orcs. You wave your arms wildly. The orcs are too drunk to understand you. They understand people yelling frantically. They're so inebriated that they don't think about why a human is yelling and gesticulating at them. They flee the room, leaving you free to take the box. Looking around, you decide to take the box from underneath the table. The name Barrigo di Maggio is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. I'm going to open the box. The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language, so is probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be so loosely guarded as it was. The book was written in tiny handwriting by Barrigo di Maggio. In it, he tells the story of his life's work, the creation of the Dragonfire spell with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Barrigo finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So, he completed his book, locked it within a chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands. The last page reads, And so you know, and so you who now hold this book, you will have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended.
You shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire. And you, should you raise your arms and say, Ekil Lerif, Ekam Arif, Arif Arif Dimagio. Okay.
That's how that spell goes. You say these words slowly and softly. Oh, that's not how I said it at all. Suddenly, the pages seem to glow and this glow disappears. So do the words of the pages of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it. Leave the room. Okay. I'm going to leave by the flight of steps in the corridor in the room. Doo-doo-doo. Climbing the steps, you finally emerge at the far end of a large room, as untidily kept as any of you have entered so far. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that someone with something of rank uses this room. On one side of the room is a wooden bench. To your right, in the far wall of the room, is a large door that clearly leads onwards into the mountain. However, a chest in the center of the room catches your keen eye. Opposite you is a man-sized creature with a warty face, standing over a smaller creature of similar race. With the whip in hand, the orc chieftain has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. I'm gonna spring at the chieftain and hope his servant will aid me. As you spring at the orc, his servant rises to his feet. He picks up a hefty wooden stick and joins the melee, but to your disappointment, he attacks you. Ungrateful! Thanks for nothing. You try to assist the orcish servant. Okay, continue the fight! The battle commences. Okay, so I'm... fighting both of these guys. Alright, Whipman and... not Whipman. Okay. I'm gonna poke you with my long spear.
Oh, I won that.
Just about. I'm gonna go over here now. Oh, good job. Good job. I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna do this. Like this. Oh, no. Oh, looks like I won anyway. Alright. So if I stand there, looks like you miss. Ah, looks like I missed. Oh, no. Alright, you. Oi. Think this. Victory! Aye. Triumphant. You have defeated the orcs. The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. You step around the corpses and investigate the chest. It is of sturdy construction, made of strong oak and iron, and is firmly locked. Looking closer, your keen eye notices there appears to be a mechanical trap fashioned into the lock itself. Okay. Carefully attempt to trigger the trap. Stepping to the side of the chest, you break open the lock and swing the lid open. Your suspicions were confirmed. A soft click comes from the chest, and a poisonous dart flies out, harmlessly hitting the wall on the other side. Now that the chest is safe, you can inspect your prize. Leaning in, you look inside the chest to see what was being guarded so carefully. There is a stash of gold pieces, and a label on the bottle shows it to be a potion of invisibility. Good for 1 dose. 25 gold pieces, wow. I'm going to take the bottle, yes. You take the potion of invisibility, what a find. This will definitely come in handy during your adventure. Ah. Sit on the bench and rest. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break from your adventure. Thank you. I got my stamina back. All right. Well, this has been an absolute pleasure. I think I'm going to come back to this. And if you want to find out what happens in atop Firetop Mountain, I'm going to leave a link to the game in the description below the video. Your adventure is more than likely going to differ from mine, as it is a choose-your-own-adventure type game. Thank you so much for watching. Me and Oreo will see you in the next video. And if you've enjoyed this, if you want to see more content like this, then please give this video a thumbs up. Check out the game for yourself and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part was. Do you like the voices? Do you think I should just read things in my normal voice? Should I try a different voice? Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.